Because I don't know if you guys know much about Sjoerd, but it's a very Dutch name, very common in the Netherlands, and normally they don't come in this color. And they shouldn't either. I had no idea, because where I'm from, I was the only Sjoerd. In the Caribbean, I was the only one walking around. And I come here and there's 10,000 of these guys. And it's so messed up because I found out when I moved here that Sjoerd is a farming name. That's crazy. Because Sjoerd not even a cool name here. You know how? I got bullied for that in the Caribbean. I'm getting bullied for it here. It's so crazy because I would literally meet Dutch people and they'd be like, hi, oh my God, what's your name? I'm like, Sjoerd. They're like, why? What went wrong? I don't blame them, right? How I got the name Sjoerd is because my mother, strong, confident, black Caribbean woman, dated a Dutch guy named Sjoerd once. That's it. That's all that happened. I wish there was more to it too. How it happened, this guy Sjoerd, he was a marechaussee. That means he was the royal guard of the Dutch queen. He came to the Caribbean on a hurricane relief mission. He had to help rebuild the island after a hurricane destroyed it. While he was there working, he met my mom who was helping rebuild, and they fell in love, right? And at some point while they were dating, his bosses, they caught on to what he was doing. They said, hey bro, we see you got this love story going on with a civilian. That's adorable. You can keep that going, or you can come back to the Netherlands and keep your job. So he came back. Because he had to, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And that's the crazy thing, I totally understand, right? Because here's the thing, this guy who I'm named after is not even my father. You know how crazy that is? He has nothing to do with this, but got all the credit. How am I a junior without a senior? Fernando thought he had it bad. I don't think. Ain't that right, Ito? Yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, right? And I had no idea, too, how Dutch the name was till I came here, right? Because I would meet people, and apparently the name is really common in an area of the Netherlands called Friesland. And whenever I meet Frisian people, they always tell me, they always meet me and they always say the same thing. They're like, oh my God, Sjoerd, it's so crazy to meet you, because I know a lot of Sjoerds. None of them look like you. Right? And they say, and it's so crazy to me because in Friesland, they're very conserved and reserved. And I'm not gonna lie, Sjoerd, they're also a little racist. I'm pretty sure if they met a black Sjoerd, they would lose their shit. And I was like, I know, because I go every Halloween to scare them. I go every Halloween. I'm like a folklore myth over there, dog. Like, yeah, for some reason, every Halloween, Black Sjoerd comes. It's crazy, bro. And I come singing songs and handing out candy. It's adorable. I give paper notes to everybody. Very Dutch thing. It's crazy, right? I loved it. I was raised in the Caribbean, right? I grew up in the Caribbean, and it's so crazy coming, you know, to Europe in general, right? I feel like I've been here way too long. I've been here way too long. I'm turning European, man. I felt it, right? I felt it. Because here's the thing. I'm in that part of Europe where it's always cold, windy, and a little rainy, right? So I'm traumatized. Soon as it's a little warm, I'm like, oh my God, the sun is out. As soon as I said that, I'm like, yeah, I'm traumatized. Because the sun I'm used to in the Caribbean is hot. The one here is just warm. How? It's the same sun. We use it. How is yours different? It's so different because I recently went back to the Caribbean, and for the first time ever, I got a sunburn. What the hell is that? I thought I was turning white. I had no idea. I thought that only happened to white people. It scared me because, yo, your skin starts to peel a little bit. I thought I was losing melanin. And it lasts a week. For a week, you just peel it. I thought I'd have blonde hair and blue eyes by the end of the month. I was like, and I look like a real Sjoerd. That's terrifying. Why is this happening to me? I had no idea, man. I come from a place called St. Martin, right? Yeah, we were colonized by the Dutch and the French. Great times. And it's so crazy, bro. I had no idea you could get colonized, buy one, get one free. But it worked out. It can happen. And it's one of those things, I think it's beautiful. You know, I think it's pretty dope, right? I think it's pretty dope. I love talking about diversity and different things, and that's all a part of life, you know, even ethnicity and stuff like that, right? Because I feel like I go through a lot of different things that teach me lessons, you know, that teach me hardcore lessons. I was raised by a single mom growing up, right, as most comedians. I've noticed there was a theme tonight. I've noticed there was a theme. You're either a daddy with issues or got issues with your daddy. You gotta make a choice. But that's how it goes, right? And it's one of those things that, you know, I was raised by just her, right? And it was so interesting because raising a child by yourself is very difficult, one of the most difficult things you could do, right? My mom would look at me and she would tell me, she'd be like, Sjoerd, I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna make sure we never need no man in this house. And I'm like, we don't? On God? Okay. Right? And it would fall apart immediately. As soon as she would see a bug, she's like, Sjoerd, kill it. I'm like, we need a man in this house. I can't do it. we gotta find somebody, right? It was so crazy because she would do everything by herself. I was so inspired and influenced by my mother. I would do everything she would do, right? You know how ridiculous I looked as a kid every time I stepped out the shower? I'd wrap the towel around me like this. You know how crazy that look? I'd even take the towel and wrap it around my head too, bro. With a shaved head. Why am I doing this? I look like a little black. I look like a little black ice cream cone. What is he doing? He's adorable, right? I had no idea. And you know, it's one of those things too because I was raised by just my mom, right? And she's black, so I spent my whole life believing, oh, I'm black because my mom is black. It makes sense, right? That's obvious. And then recently, my mom told me, she was like, no, Sjoerd, you're actually mixed race. I was like, okay, I could see that based on features and because of the Sjoerd story. Because Sjoerd was a white guy. So I assumed what I would be mixed with. I was like, oh, it's obvious what the other half of me is, right? And then recently, I met my real father and it shocked me because he was Indian. What? I've been half Indian this whole time? And I had no idea. You know how shocking it was? Because I'm preparing to meet Sjoerd and I met Rajesh. You know how confusing that was? I thought it was a game show. I was like, do I have to find the right curtain that Sjoerd's standing behind? Right? What do I have to do? It was so much to deal with, right? It was so much I had to take in for the first time because I was like, oh my God, why I really been half Indian? That's beautiful. Right? Because, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. For years, I used to love representation of mixed race celebrities in media, right? I used to love representation, right? Mixed race celebrities. I used to love Barack Obama. I thought he was incredible. He was so charming, charismatic, lovable, and mixed race. As soon as he told us, yeah, Barack Obama's half black, half white, I'm like, damn, he just like me. I'm just like Barack Obama. All these years, I thought I was Barack, and turns out I'm Kamala Harris. That's crazy. That's crazy. I wanted her to win for the both of us. So I'm like, we could pull it off. Let's do this, right? It was crazy, man. Soon as we found out she was half black, half Indian, I'm like, damn, couldn't be me. And it was me this whole time. It was me. It was me. I thought it was so crazy, bro, right? Because I had to meet my father. Right, I had to meet my father and his wife, who's also Indian, and not my mother, right? Which you could imagine is an awkward, you know, sensitive, very difficult, dramatic moment. But I prepared for it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna come neutral, be interested, genuinely show interest in them. And I believe once you do that, everything should be fine. So I met them. I said, hey, you two are a beautiful couple. How long have you and my father been together? And my dad's wife, she looked at me. She goes, oh, we've been married for 46 years. And I'm 25, right? So now me realizing what's happening, I'm like, oh. And she looks at me and she's like, by the way, how old are you? I said, that's crazy, I'm 47. Ain't it crazy? Wow. What a coincidence. She was like, what, but you look so young. I was like, yeah, black don't crack, you never heard? It's the other half, sweetheart, you have to moisturize, that's the secret.
I'll break it down. It's Kuriakose. You want me to spell it? I can spell it. I'll spell it. It's spelled F-U-C-K-E-D. Yeah. The F is silent, that's why. It's a little tricky. I don't blame you, dude. I've been married 10 years now. My wife still can't pronounce my name properly. She can't. You know how I found out? She can't pronounce my name properly? I went to an office party of hers, right? And all her colleagues are standing around. So I go over and I introduce myself. I'm like, hi, I'm Fiona's husband. How's it going? And they all look at me. They're very excited, right? They're like, hey, we've heard so much about you, Tom. Bro, that is not how you pronounce my name at all, right? That's how you pronounce her ex-boyfriend's name. Now, before you judge her, I get it. Kuriakose is a hard name, right? Kuriakose is a hard name. Tom's easy. Because Tom's a fucking slut. I have a younger sister. Yeah, I have a younger sister. And I know for a fact my parents love her more than they love me. Yeah, anybody else have this problem? Oh, okay. Yeah. I know for a fact, though, that my parents love her more than they love me because my name's Kuriakose and her name's Susan. Which means they had options, is all I'm saying, right? It's not like I come from some place where you just name your kids weird. No, like they actually had options. I think what went down is like my dad asked my mom, what should we name him? And my mom sneezed. It's weird, dude. At some level, I think my parents were trying to show off that they know the English alphabet, you know, like, because like between them, they have 7 letters in their name, and the other 19 letters they put in my name. Like, now we know the ABCs. My parents, they've been together for almost 40 years now, 40 years. Which is cool, huh? 40 years, yeah. And I think the secret to their long-standing relationship has been equal division of responsibility. Yeah. Yes? Yeah. Can't argue with that logic, right? Like how you're like, yes, that's, yeah. Yeah, my dad was like, I'll get a job. And my mom was like, that's cool, I'll stay at home and beat the shit out of the children. Welcome to Indian Parenting 101. So any Indians in the house tonight? I like how this guy's sitting right up front. Man, you got hit by your parents growing up?
Still, yeah.
That's how it is, man. You grow up in an Indian household, you're a 90s kid, you will get hit by your parents, by your teachers, by uncles, aunties, random neighbors, you know, like the cops. Everyone's just hitting you all the fucking time. Like, it's a thing. He still gets hit. Who hits you though? Your mom or your dad?
Dad.
Dad? And what does he hit you with?
Whatever he finds.
Whatever he finds. Just fucking free for all. Yeah, that's nice. My mom's not so basic. Yeah, my mom, she's a specialist. Yeah, she took her job damn seriously, bro. Yeah, she had a weapon of choice. She would hit me and my sister with a fucking horsewhip. Yeah. Yeah. Not a full-size horsewhip. She's not insane. Right? Like a mini one. I don't know, for kids or something. I don't know. It's weird, right? Like, and she was like the ultimate gaslighter as well, okay? I mean, like, as well. Because not only because she was in the kitchen all day, but she would whoop my ass, and then she would start crying. And then she'd be like, why do you make me hit you? I'm like, bitch, this is on you. Like, I had nothing to do with this fucking decision. Like, what do you mean I made you? Like, did I tell you to go get a fucking horsewhip? Like, seriously. You know, as I grew up, I started thinking, you know, why the fuck did we have a horsewhip in the house in the first place, you know? Because we didn't have any fucking horses, right? And then 50 Shades of Grey comes out. So now I'm thinking, what the fuck were my parents up to, right? Like, you know, what's going on in their bedroom? And more importantly, who's hitting who? You know what's more traumatizing than getting hit with a horsewhip as a child? Realizing that you and your dad might have been sharing a sex toy. That's way worse. Way worse, all right? I'm a dad now myself, yeah. Let me make it clear. I will never hit my daughter, all right? I'd never hit my daughter, yeah. I think about it all the fucking time. But I never do it, all right? I never do it. I like being a dad. I love being a dad. I just don't think I really know how to dad. Yeah, yeah. And any parents in the house tonight? Any? Yeah, yeah. You guys are parents? Do you think you're a good dad, sir? Ah. That is a great approach. You are my new role model in life. That's amazing. Like, you know, like, yeah, they'll figure it out, right? I'm trying to be a good dad. Let's put it like that. I'm trying to be a good dad. I gave up smoking. Yeah. It's been almost a year now. I haven't touched any cigarettes, no weed. Yeah. It's just cocaine now, which is way better when you're dealing with a 4-year-old. That's all I'm saying. Right? Like, the crazy energy. You need to match that energy, right? Like, yes, I'll do a line. She does a line. We make a night. No. I try to do fun things with my daughter, right? I've started this new tradition where we'll watch a movie every week, right? And just me and her, we'll snuggle up on the couch together. I'll put on a movie. It's nice, right? You'll approve? He's like, yeah, that's cool, yeah. My wife hates it. She fucking hates it, dude. The other day she walks in, she's like, Kuriya, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, listen, first of all, language, there's a child present. And then she's like, I was like, you know, we're watching a movie together. It's nice, father-daughter bonding time, right? She's like, Kuriya, that's great. Why are you watching Fight Club? Because it's a good movie, that's why, no. She goes off at me, dude. She's like, Kuriya, this is the reason why our daughter's going to go to therapy 20 years from now. This is what she's going to be talking about at therapy. And I was like, listen, that's not going to be a problem. Because the first rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club, dude. Anyway, that's in my set.
My name is Swar and I'm from India, if that wasn't clear already. My life has been changing, you know. Recently, I got diagnosed with adult ADHD. Everybody knows what that is. It's quite popular. It's trending. You should be knowing what it is. You know, when I was diagnosed with ADHD, I was quite disappointed because I wanted something better. Think about the other mental disorders in the market. You know, schizophrenia. You can see people. You can hear people. You know, dissociative identity disorder. There are many personalities living inside you. And then there is ADHD. I don't know where my keys are. My biggest problem is that I can't stop moving, you know. So I went up to my therapist and he's like a white Dutch guy. And I'm like, hey man, I really need to stop moving. My general persona is like one of those big balloons outside a car dealership. And I need to do something about it. And he's like, Swar, if you want to find some balance, if you want to find some stability, all you need to do is meditate. And I'm like, okay, is that going to solve all my problems? He's like, yeah. All you need to do is meditate. And I'm like, okay, how do I do that? He's like, oh, for that you have to sit still. I'm like, who gave you a degree? How can the solution to the problem I can't stop moving be stop moving? By that logic, I know the solution to every problem in the world. I want to solve world hunger. Okay, feed everyone. I want to be a millionaire. Okay, earn $500,000 and then double it. I dream of meeting an empathetic Dutch person. Stop dreaming. No. I had been seeing the signs of ADHD ever since I was a little kid, you know. From the ages of 6 to 12, every time I went to get a haircut, the barber would tie my arms and legs together because I was moving a lot. Yeah, for the longest time I thought that the cloth that they put on top of you when you're getting a haircut is to hide the fact that there's a tied up kid sitting in a chair at the barber shop. I can imagine it's not good for business that you're walking outside a barber shop and you just see like tied up kids trying to get out. You know, the fucked up part is, I still got shitty haircuts. You know? Because I'm Indian, so I was going, fucking racist, all of you. Goddamn racist, man. Laughing at such stereotypical jokes. Makes me so angry, you know, makes me want to beat you guys up. But when this happens, I remind myself that, Swar, violence is not the answer. Say it with me. Violence is not the answer. Violence is a question. And the answer is yes. See, these are weird thoughts, you know. This is a weird thought that I get in my head. And I have a very weird brain. I also have dyslexia along with ADHD. So at some point, I'm like, I need to find a name for my brain. So I named it Brian. The guy is ruining my life, you know. Like, for example, my dating life. I had a date with this beautiful girl, you know, and I really wanted to impress her. I didn't know what to do. So I went on to YouTube and I searched ways to impress a girl on the first date. You know, a couple of videos popped up. There's a bald guy smoking a cigar. He's like, you need to provide for her. You need to show her who's the alpha. Buy her a drink, hunt her a bison. And I'm like, okay, no. See, I'm dumb, but not that dumb. That doesn't make sense. So we'll move on to the next video. There's a very nice lady. She's like, if you want to impress a girl on the first date, you need to do two things. You need to make eye contact with her, and you need to listen to her. And I'm like, great. I can do both of those things. Just not at the same time. Because as soon as I start making eye contact, I just forget to listen. You know, so I'm at the date, and, you know, the girl is talking about her day or something, and then my brain appears. Brian. Hey, Swar. What's up, buddy? Which eye will you look at? See, it's a great point. Because it is called eye contact and not eyes contact. So I know it is one of the two eyes. So there she is talking about her day or something, and I'm like, left eye, right eye. Left eye, right eye. Left eye, right eye. Left eye, right eye, nose and lips and teeth. There's something in her teeth. Spinach. Oh no, that looks like a piece of meat. Her cheeks are red. Her nose has some black heads. I don't know which eye to look at. Should I look at her forehead? Fuck it, left eye. So I enjoyed this Gram evening banger. So I enjoyed this for like a couple of minutes. And by the time I was done, she had stopped talking. And she was looking at me for a response. And I hadn't heard shit. But I figured out what to do. You know, I told myself that, Swar, you can get out of this mess because you've done an MBA, which means that you have mastered the art of saying something without saying anything in particular. And, you know, I figured out what to do, because if you ever are part of a conversation and you really don't know what to say, but you still want to appear like a part of it, all you have to do is be confident, look them straight in the eye, and say, I can imagine. Works every time. I'm so happy. I can imagine. I'm so sad. I can imagine. I'm so angry. I can imagine. But when I said that, I saw the look of horror in her eyes. Because what she had said was, how can someone have sexual relationships with a 14-year-old? For the record, I cannot imagine. Putting it out there because it's being recorded. No, anyway, normally also I can. No, I had to tell my mom about it, the fact that I have ADHD. And she's like a traditional Indian parent, so I had to really gather all my strength, gather all of my courage. And so I went up to her and I'm like, Mom, I have a mental disorder. And she's like, yeah, I know we are stupid. Like, no, what? No. She's like, no, I have ADHD. And she's like, what's that? And I had to tell her that ADHD causes problems with focus and concentration. And she's so nice, you know. She doesn't understand these concepts, but she still wants to help me out. So she goes on to Google and she searches concentration camps for my child. She calls me up and she's like, Swar, you need to go to Poland. There's a nice program there for you. There's a guy with a weird mustache, but not like you have to marry him. I'm like, Mom, what? Excuse me, what are you talking about right now? You know, but that's when I realized something. That concentration camp and focus group pretty much mean the same thing. It's a branding thing, I guess, you know. Good branding can change anything. Fresh meat, for example. Fresh meat is such great branding. Fresh meat sounds so much better than recently murdered. You know, and it's a euphemism, right? It's a euphemism. It is something we say in order to soften the blow. And let's be real, who doesn't like soft blows? For example, instead of saying someone died, we say that they passed away, right? And Indian English takes it one step further. We don't say people died. We don't say they passed away. We say that they expired. For real. How disposable are we as a society that there is no difference between grandfather and a month-old Greek yogurt? My mom calls me up and she's like, Swar, your grandfather has expired. And I'm like, did you flip him over and check the best before date? She's like, we did everything. We checked the best before date. He looked okay, but he smelled weird, so we knew there was some issue over there. You know, we wrapped him in a single-use plastic, we put him in a Tupperware box, and we shoved him in the back of the fridge. But there was nothing we could do. He was just gone. And I'm like, I can imagine.